Money, money, Emperor, rise up, rise up.
Thank you for watching BlaXit.
Money, money, Emperor,
rise up, rise up,
BlaXit Family, BlaXit Family, BlaXit Family. I'm the Ancho Kajabi, also known as Juliet Ryan from BlaXit. BlaXit is a channel dedicated to your repatriation, relocation back to Africa. And that is a journey that I've taken. I've been living in Africa for 3 years. I'm living in the beautiful, beautiful, lovely, smiling coast, smallest country in Africa, the Gambia. And this is where I call home. And I've been asking many, many people to come back to live in Africa. Now, I want to talk on International Women's Day about my journey as an African woman who was raised in Europe from Caribbean parents, and who, of course, is originally an African descendant that was obviously displaced and whose ancestors were enslaved, which caused us to come from a different place other than where we belong, which is in Africa. So I want to talk on this subject and my journey as a woman in this life, living in different continents and different places, and also the impact that different relationships and interactions have had on my life. Talking about myself as a woman, myself as a child, and myself as a wife, as a girlfriend, and also as a mom, as a mother. And on this International Women's Day, I would like to give a message of hope to all of those women out there all over the world. And also as a businesswoman too. I'd like to talk about that. And also as a student, I've worn many, many hats in my life. And I want to inspire others. So on this International Women's Day, I am here in the beautiful, beautiful Gambia. And my message to women internationally is this. Women are integral to the very process of life, to giving life to children, also to giving life to ideas and concepts, also to giving life and hope to others. And we have done this since time immemorial. And myself as a woman, as a vlogger, as an influencer, as a businesswoman, as a mother, I wear all of these hats with pride. And despite having gone through so many struggles, so many challenges in my life, I don't regret any of them. It's all been a learning curve for me. Having gone through a lot of people who have, done some terrible things to me over my lifetime, I still stand here strong, and I still stand here vulnerable, and I still sit here, I'm sitting actually, and I still sit here weak too. Because we as women, we have weak moments, we have strong moments, we have moments of inspiration, we have moments of dedication and determination, we have moments of love, and we have moments of sadness. We have moments of happiness, and we have moments of despair. But nevertheless, regardless of whether we're in the Gambia or whether we're in the UK, the US, whether we're in Sudan or Mali, or whether we're in Czechoslovakia, or whether we're in Hawaii, or whether we're in Brazil, or whether we're in the Caribbean islands, or whether it's Jamaica, Montserrat, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Trinidad, it could be anywhere, whether you're in France or Italy. We as women have something in common, and especially us African descendants. We have something in common, and that thread runs through us all. And that sense of displacement, especially as African descendants who are displaced because of something that was imposed upon our ancestors. I want to give a tribute to our ancestors, those women that they suffered the worst torture ever in the history of humanity, and yet we are still here. We have traversed through history, we have traversed through time, and we are still here to tell the story. So as a student, we're learned. Whether we pass or we fail, whether we get a degree or we don't get a degree, whether we get a doctorate or we don't get a doctorate, whether we get a master's or we don't get a master's, you're still a student in the university of life, and that is what's important. As a mother, we have to be role models, we have to be nurturers, we have to be guardians. We have to be setting an example, and for our partners, for our husbands, for our boyfriends, for our sons, for our nephews, for our brothers. We have to also be a form of role model. We have to be there for them, but we also have to guide them as to what a Black woman needs. Black women are always perceived as being strong, even when they're weak. And that's not always right. Sometimes that's very wrong, because it gives a perception that we are not vulnerable. It gives a perception that we also too do not need love and affection and emotion and protection. And so for the brothers on this International Women's Day, I'd like to remind you that we are in need of affection, intimacy, respect, devotion and protection and prioritization. We are in need of love. So I think for this International Women's Day, I'd like to dedicate this to all of those women who have lost their lives in order for us to be here today. Women such as Harriet Tubman, all of the warriors, there's so many to mention. And those warriors have laid down the gauntlet for us and laid the path for us to follow. Kimpavita laid down the path for us to follow. The Nzinga warriors laid down the path for us to follow. All of the ancient queens in the ancient kingdoms and queendoms, in ancient Kemet and Kush, all of the different empires across Africa. So we have a rich history. All of the female inventors, all of the female scientists all over the world that have changed the world as we know it with their contribution to humanity. I salute you. So this International Women's Day, I take off my hat to all of the teachers, all of the people that influence us to be greater, to be better, to improve ourselves, to love ourselves more. We are imbued with self-hatred as women because of the images of beauty that are projected everywhere. And that image of beauty does not necessarily reflect our image, our pigmentation, our hair, our feature, our fulsome bottoms and our fulsome lips. But we now have to embrace ourselves. On this International Women's Day, we have to embrace our own beauty, our own innateness, our own uniqueness, our own culture, ourselves. So this International Women's Day, I want to say, love yourself more than anyone else. That goes out to all of the women internationally around the world. I want to tell you that regardless of the sacrifices that we have to make and the sacrifices that I have to make daily, in order to bring you back home, back to the motherland, back to Africa, where you belong, I will do it. And regardless of what people have done against me or for me, I will still be there for you. So this International Women's Day, my message to you all is, come home, love yourself and love yourself more. And remember that we as women deserve to be respected. We deserve to also be up there on the pedestal of life. So BlaXit family, thank you very much. And to everybody out there, thank you for listening, tuning in. And please remember to subscribe, like and share on the BlaXit channel. And this is my message for women all over the world.
one nation, one Africa. Thank you, BlaXit family. Please keep watching and remember, follow your dreams.
Emperor made this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor made this.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor made this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor made this.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor made this.